Yeah, good morning. You're welcome to the newspaper reports this morning. We are going to be looking at some of the reports we have on the dailies. We have the Punch newspaper. The main headline: APC kicks as Northern senators insist on Senate presidency. Dume Kano Niger senators poised to contest, say Senate needs competent hands. We have below the paper: Easter, Lagos FCT residents celebrate, grateful for surviving cash crunch. Above the masthead, we have Buhari should suspend fuel subsidy removal, declare marketers. And again, we have port reconstruction will cost $800 million, says NPA boss. Over to the Sun, the Daily Sun newspaper this morning. The main headline: Clark calls for minister's arrest, trial over treason allegation. Beside the masthead, Kanu won't abandon struggle for Biafra. IPOB queries Supreme Court silence over appeal. Below the paper, concerns grow as Nigeria's foreign investments decline for third straight year, down 20.5%. That's something of concern. And obedience must be attacked as sacrifice for new Nigeria will be. Over to the Tribune newspaper, the Nigerian Tribune. Main headline: key players kick as more states move to build new airports. Above the masthead, we have 357 bills passed through third reading in House of Reps in 45 months. Any Muslim vying for Senate presidency has no respect for Nigeria's constitution. And below the paper, 19 constitution amendment bills rejected by Buhari have automatically become laws. That is from Fala. Over to the Nation's newspaper this morning. The main headline: APC INEC to poll tribunal. Obi's petition a waste of time. Above the masthead, we have the Bola Ajibola Inu by Afe Babalola. Cash flow from banks still low, says Nigeria Labour Congress. And the pre-poll: how Tinubu scaled 18 landmines in courts. NMA seeks better environment for doctors, others to operate. And we have below the paper: suspected Yahoo boy lynched in Ondo for crushing to death. Now this day newspaper this morning. Above the masthead, Tinubu Obi eulogize Afenifere leader Ayo Adebanjo at 95. He's been consistent in fight for social justice, says president-elect. He has no love for bigotry in him. Labour Party presidential candidate attests. We have the main headline: with 50 days to go, Buhari defends choice of service chiefs. And Obi mission to rescue Nigeria will come to fruition. Clark says Lai Mohammed's US trip increasing political tension. The Daily Independent main headline: arrest Lai Mohammed over fake news against Obi. That's Clark. Say he is stoking embers of fire that may consume Nigeria. Below the paper, UK places Nigeria on red list for health workers recruitment. And at the top of the paper, obedient families should see attacks as sacrifice to rescue Nigeria, as Khan tackles peak milk over Good Friday offensive adverts. I need to look at that advert, the offensive advert. Over to the Guardian newspaper, we have the main headline: Nigeria's industrial base weaker over poor credit support from banks. And beside the paper, we have World Bank sees 2% output growth in 2023. Buhari undertakes last official trip to Saudi Arabia, salutes Dangote at 66. And below the paper, private school operators and burden of multiple charges. Now over to the Business Day newspaper this morning. Nigeria's risk premium hits 4-year high, among highest globally. That's the main headline. From $24 billion to $5 billion, Nigeria faces investment drought. Over to the Daily Trust this morning. The main headline: consumers groan over epileptic power supply. Below the paper, resident doctors reject bill mandating 5-year service for doctors. Buhari embarks on 8-day visit to Saudi Arabia today. We have the Vanguard this morning. 23 polls: candidates from 10 parties filed 436 petitions. Above the paper, we have concerned Northerners vow to defend Tinubu's mandate. Motorcycle importation falls 42% to 212.64 billion naira. Obi writes obedience amid barrage of attacks. We have below the paper Terrorism, hunger looms as farmers abandon farmlands in Kaduna. Yes, over to the Daily Independent. The main headline: Arrest Lai Mohammed over fake news against Obi. That's from Clark. Say he is stoking embers of fire that may consume Nigeria. Below the paper, we have UK places Nigeria on red list for health workers recruitment. We have, by the side of the paper, we have group tackles Soyinka accuses him of witch hunt. We have 2 killed in Zamfara as police battle bandits. We have can tackles picnic over Good Friday offensive advert. That is above the paper. Nigeria's unemployment may hit 40.6% in 2023. Let's move on to News Direct. This morning, 10th Senate presidency divides political blocs. That's the main headline. Akpabio debunks dumping 10th Senate presidency bid for ministerial appointment. Argument lobbying zoning considerations cloud contest from 10th Senate presidency. The Sporting Sun, Chukwueze equals Messi's dribbling record, vows to get better in subsequent games. Chelsea was too big for Potter. This is coming from Mikel Obi. Till 2024. Now Champions League, the league ready for showdown with Man City. Guardiola says, I'm the happiest man when fighting for title. Thanks for listening. These are the newspaper reports. You can subscribe for more updates on daily newspaper reports. Thank you.